Good morning, girlies. I am getting ready for the day. I just woke up and I've got to run some errands. I'm getting ready to change out the fall decor at our home. But before I did that, I figured I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys a little bit of a house tour today because I do get a lot of questions on where things are from in my house and wanting to see more of the house. So yeah, I'm just gonna finish up doing my hair and then I'm gonna take you on a quick little tour of some of the rooms that I love in our home. So let's do it. Okay, so this is one of my favorite rooms in the entire house. I love how this all came together. People often ask me to explain what my interior decor or home style would be, and I like to describe it as that of something with coastal elegance. So one of my favorite things in this room are these swivel chairs. These are from Society Social, and they took like 3 months, I think, for them to come in, but they were totally worth the wait. I love the pattern. I love the gorgeous blue and white, and they were just something that I had on my list for so long, and I was like, am I ever gonna be able to afford or get these swivel chairs and pick out my custom fabric? And finally I did get them. Let's talk about the bookcases for a minute. I love how they turned out. I honestly agonized over this space for quite some time. I was like, okay, I don't want to make it look too busy, but I have a lot of little things that I love. As I mentioned before, I love to collect things, hold on to antiques, things I've inherited from my great grandmother, and then also purchase new and modern things for spaces. And I feel like that's a really good way to come up with a very collected look versus a over curated look. So like, for example, this is from my great grandmother Pearl. I remember visiting her and she would always have all these fun like ceramics and knickknacks out. And this is something that actually my mom inherited and recently gave to me, and it's really special. So I love that I get to see it every day. But then these books, I actually purchased all of these like neutral colored books that are on the top shelves at One Kings Lane. They came as a set because there's so much space to fill up here and I don't have like that many books, and I wanted it to be very like neutral and serene and not too busy. I was able to find this whole set. It was a little bit pricey, but it's a ton of books and it really fills a lot of your space. I'll definitely link that in the description box because you can choose by colorway. And then also I found these as a set as well. It's not like super busy to the eye when you look at this space, and I love the elegance that these crystal bookends add to this space. So something new that I purchased over the last year is this gorgeous pale blue and white ginger jar from Low Home. She makes the most beautiful, high quality, approachable price point ginger jars, and I love this one. And then it has like this little matching bowl. So I want to talk to you about our TV. I don't know why it's flashing like that in the video, but this is the Samsung frame TV, and I believe we have the 65-inch. I'll double check, but we have the natural teak wood bezel around it, which I feel like pairs with the rug really nicely, and like some of the woven materials and the darker furniture like the coffee table. I love this TV so much because it looks like a piece of art and you can change out the picture you just purchased on Etsy. So I'll link this exact picture in case you're interested. So let's talk about the vintage antique pieces in this space. So I really like to try to combine things that you can buy at the store with something unique, curated, collected, something I've had over time or that I've purchased from a vintage or antique shop. And if you're not familiar, in Atlanta, we have this huge showroom called Le Chateau, and everything is from Europe. And you can completely customize the pieces. So for example, this coffee table. And so I went to Le Chateau, I saw this table, and it was, believe it or not, a dining room table. So it was like probably more like a breakfast nook kind of table. So it was much taller. It did not have that shelf right there. And they were able to cut the legs, still keep the beautiful details in the curve of the leg. And then they added this shelf. So they were able to do that. And then I kind of like picked out the stain color with them as well, which was really helpful because I love how it turned out. Talk about the top of the coffee table because, oh my goodness, it is so beautiful. I think it's called parquet. They're floors. So like in Versailles, when we went to Paris last year and we went to Versailles, this is the pattern of the floor in the Hall of Mirrors, and it's stunning. And you would think it would be that herringbone print, but it's actually this. And so I feel like it gives, again, that like elegant Parisian vibe to this room. And then like combine that with this gorgeous chandelier, which is from France, and they completely restored it for me. I mean, it's just, I feel like it makes such a beautiful statement in this room, especially against these drapes that I had custom made. And so I found a girl on Etsy who's actually from Florida, from my hometown, and she made them custom for me at a fraction of the cost of what it would have cost me to use a interior designer or local company. And I love to support local, but unfortunately when it's double the price, I just couldn't justify it in this situation. And I really wanted this look. I didn't want to settle on anything different or like less quality. So I will put the link in the description box to the girl that I found on Etsy who made these drapes completely custom for me so they fit perfectly. And I love how it looks so elegant and soft. Okay, moving on to the kitchen. I love this space. Our floor plan is very open, so I wanted to carry that coastal elegant theme into the kitchen as well, with the pale blues, whites, and greens, and just an overall airy, elegant aesthetic with the brass hardware and the custom hood and the Italian range. I'll point out a couple things that I love in this room, and I'll start with these bar stools. I ordered these online and I love this fabric. It is the perfect blue that ties in with our sofa in the living room, and same thing for this green color. I love it so much, and I just sprayed a ton of Scotchgard on these when we got them in, and they've really held up quite well because we've been in our house for about 3 years now, which is hard to believe, but absolutely love these. One little tip I will give you is to make sure if you have a kitchen island like this that is like your standard kitchen island height, that you go with counter stools, not bar stools. The bar stools would have been too tall, so important that you measure and you know like what to order. There's a few more things here that I absolutely love. So this is an Italian range. It actually just came with our house, so we didn't even pick it out, and it's pretty cool because we are of Italian descent and heritage, and I really love like it's got this little dial right here, and then we added in this retro timer. It's just magnetic, and it comes in pink, it comes in blue, I think green, a lot of different colors, but we do use this during the week quite often, and it's just like really cute and retro. I love that vintage style, and I love these tea towels. They're actually the same pattern as the pillows over on two of the chairs in our living room, so again, it really just like brings both spaces together. And then one thing when we moved in that I did that really made a difference, it's all these small details, was I switched out our basic AC floor plates to these fancier brass ones. They were really cost efficient. I found them on Amazon, and I will link them in the description box below because they're just so much better than what we had before, and we always get questions and compliments on those as well. This was an Amazon find. We love the Scrub Daddy, or this is I think the Scrub Mommy, and it holds the sponge perfectly. It's just like suctions right into your sink, and it never falls off. We love it, and it's just kind of a way to conceal your sponges. Don't mind the coffee still sitting in here from this morning, but this is absolutely another one of our favorite finds. Actually, this was a gift from my mom when we moved into our house, so thank you, Mom. We use this every morning because we found it to be way more cost efficient when both Mark and I each are having a cup of coffee, and sometimes we'll have like a second cup or a half cup. So it's nice to just be able to brew an entire pot, especially if you're entertaining as well. We love it. It just kind of like the color is perfect with everything we have in this space. You find that the coffee also tastes a lot better. So our pantry is far from perfect. It does have wood shelving, so I do appreciate that, but it's definitely a little bit messy. Let me get the light on for you. Okay, so I'm in here because I wanted to show you guys, not like the mess, just disregard that. I tried to be organized, at least as organized as I could be. These containers definitely help with that, but I did want to conceal some of our appliances. I did not want them on the counter. So like our air fryer we have here, and I love this air fryer so much. It comes in many different colors. We love the white and the gold, and it does a great job at cooking. Okay, so as I mentioned, our house is very open concept, so you have a nice view of the living room and the dining room from the kitchen. And so I really wanted to make this space really beautiful and elegant. I had my eye on this chandelier by Visual Comfort for so long, and I just love the color of brass that it is, and like the little lampshades. I've thought about changing out the lampshades. Like they have these ones on Etsy that are different fabrics and prints. So I've seen like a blue and white gingham pattern that I'm considering, and then they also have like a woven rattan option with like scalloped edges, so maybe I'll do that at some point. But for now, I've left it with the shades that it comes with, which is just a really beautiful creamy off-white, and I just love this piece. It really makes a statement in the room, and I didn't want anything to compete too much with the chandelier right across the way for our living room. So yeah, so I wanted something a little bit more simple here. These drapes, again, I had custom made on Etsy. I found the fabric, and then I was able to get it sourced through the person that made it on Etsy, so I'll put that in the description box. And same thing with the curtain rod and hardware. It's so pretty. I love this space so much. It just really has an elegant and coastal feel, which is very consistent with the rest of the house. So I wanted to add a piece of furniture over here, but I didn't want anything too bulky or crazy or to compete with the space that we had in this dining room. Or with the dining room table finish. So I found this grass cloth wrapped one at the Ballard store, and we actually have an outlet here in Georgia, which was so great because I was able to get it at the outlet. And then I did find the mirror and some of the decor pieces at a local place called Outrageous Interiors. They have a few stores if you're local to the Alpharetta, Atlanta area, but they also do sell online. So I will link in the description box everything that I can find that's available online. Okay, moving into the girly spaces. This is the hallway that leads into our bathroom. That's our downstairs guest bathroom, but it's also my office bathroom. So my office is right off of this hallway and bathroom. And Mark kind of just let me do my thing here, which I'm so grateful for because it's just so elegant and girly, and I just love it so much. It makes me so happy. I love that we decided to add this tan grass cloth peel and stick wallpaper here. It's the same as we have in our dining room in the blue color, and it's such high quality. It sticks really well. It's easy to install, and it just really transformed this hallway from a basic plain white hallway to a statement piece. I found this art on Gray Malin's website, and it is a picture of these like really bougie, sophisticated dogs in a pink vintage car at the Colony Hotel in Palm Beach, which we have visited numerous times. So that's a really fun memory and such an iconic place. And I just love that I get to look at this painting every time I go into my bathroom or the office. And then I found this lamp. It comes as a set of 2 on Amazon. It's cordless, and I feel like it's really nice to have something right here to just light up the space in the evening. It really sets the mood and the tone, especially if we're having guests over and they need to walk through this hallway to get to the bathroom. I don't necessarily want to put the overhead light on, although it is super darling and looks like a little flower. I just feel like sometimes that can be a little bit too bright for the space. So I really love that I found something simple that doesn't need to plug into the wall and just gives a little bit of light to this space. So as we continue to transition into the fun girly spaces, one of my favorite bathrooms in the house is this guest bathroom or my office bathroom. I found this wallpaper on Etsy, and it's also peel and stick. It was more complicated to install, so we did hire somebody to come do this space just because you have to be so precise with matching up the pattern, and then there's a lot of like curves and cutouts in this room, so I didn't want to mess it up. But These photos are actually pictures that we took while we were in Palm Beach. So I took these photos and I had them framed at level frames. They came already framed. I sent them the image online and then they just like sent them to me completely framed, which was so easy to then just hang with some command strips, and just a really good memory. So here is what this space looks like. And then I think I've talked to you guys numerous times, but just in case you have not seen this, we do have a heated toilet seat, and it does have like a blue light inside, so it is a night light, so you don't need a light on when you use the bathroom. So you can adjust the temperature of the seat right here from low to medium to high, or even turn it off. And here's what like the light looks like, and we just love it. Once you have one of these, you will never go back. We ordered it on Amazon and Mark installed it, so it was so easy to install. But I will say you do need an outlet, so you'll need to have an electrician come add an outlet if you do not have one close by. And then I found these towels at HomeGoods, and I ordered this towel bar on Etsy, and I just love the elegance and kind of glam of the acrylic bar with the brass. And then we did do a matching one for the toilet paper, so that's what that looks like. And then I love these little floral knobs. I found these online at Anthropology, and they really just make a statement in the space and tie in with the floral wallpaper. Okay, moving into my office, I spend so much time in this space, so I was so excited when my husband was like, go for it, paint the ceiling pink if you want to. This color is actually by Benjamin Moore, and it's called Light Mocha, and I like that it actually wasn't called pink or considered pink, yet it does look pink. It's just a very soft, muted pink, kind of that perfect neutral pink. And I found this also at the Ballard outlet, and then I had the same person on Etsy make these drapes with the fabric that I found and was able to source through her. And I love that it's a beautiful floral chinoiserie detailed pattern. I love the triple pinch pleat at the top and the brass hardware, which I found at Ballard as well. And you have your traditional curtain rings. So it's really elegant, kind of that Parisian feel. I love the floral pattern. I was really struggling with trying to pick something that wasn't too juvenile and would be appropriate for my age and not look too like nursery, but I just feel like this was a very, very good pick because it does look very elevated and sophisticated, and it's not like a pink that's overkill. And then typically on this clothing rack, I just kind of keep things that I need to film or new things that have come in recently that I'm going to try on, and it just helps me stay organized with the work that I need to accomplish for filming and content creation for the week. And then I found these little sitting chairs at Pottery Barn, and they are the perfect size for this room. They're a little bit smaller, so they would look a little bit too small in the living room, but they were perfect for an office. And it's just a great place to sit with my girls or kind of sit with husband and plan content and what I need to film and get done for the week. Something I love and I always get questions on is this laptop case. I found it on Etsy, and I'll put the link in the description box, but it's just like the cutest grandmillennial girly floral pattern, and it clips right on, and I love it. I also added this pink silicone cover over my keyboard as well, and it just makes going to work that much more fun because emails, as we all know, can get so exhausting. So I also painted the doors in this room the same pink as the ceiling. I just think that it really makes a statement. If they were white, it would just not be nearly as fun in this room, and I often use it as a filming backdrop when I want a soft pink background versus a plain white background. So I just love it. And then the hardware all throughout our house for the most part is MTech. I did find it on Amazon for some of the pieces, and then some of them I did have to go to, I think it was called myknobs.com, but I'll look it up and put it in the description box. But I went with these unique brass doorknobs for my office closet doors because they're just so girly and pretty, and I wanted to make a statement right here. And then I recently had our handyman come out and switch all of the hinges to brass as well to match all of the doorknobs in our home. When you see me filming my try-ons, this is the mirror that I'm using, and I found it at Hobby Lobby. It was a really good price, and I feel like it's the look for less for the Anthropologie mirror, which I do have upstairs in our primary bedroom, but you can't beat the price on this one for this size. It was perfect for this space, and to kind of make it more girly and doll it up a little bit, I added this strand of roses right here around the top. I found this at Hobby Lobby. I think it was like on sale at the time, maybe 40% off. So it was like maybe $10 or $20 to just kind of throw this on the top, and Christmas time I'll add like a little bit of like white lights in it and some more like wintry florals. But yeah, I just love it so much for my try-ons. It works perfect. The lighting in here is usually like really pretty, so don't mind what I'm wearing right now. I'm just like comfy around the house. Actually, this is one of my Swift University designs for my online Swiftie shop. So if you guys didn't know that, I have a small online boutique as a huge Swiftie, an OG Swiftie since 2006 when I saw her open for Rascal Flatts, but I create custom crew necks, and then I do release designs in drops as well. And so this is one that I actually haven't released yet, more of a limited edition look with the multicolor thread, but I'll put the link to my shop in the description box, but it's just shopfrapsandfrills.com. We are getting ready to release something for football season, and then also a customized Eras Tour crew neck as well, so be on the lookout for that. Perfect segue. I've got some Swiftie stuff over here. A lot of this was gifts, so that was from my mom for my birthday, but I just love the little heart hands. It's super fun. And then my husband gave me this Taylor Swift calendar. I don't remember when it was, Christmas maybe, but I just so cute. I spend a lot of time in here, so I wanted it to be a place that I felt very at home in and very creative in, and just like overall matched my branding and my aesthetic and vibes, which is very girly, very pink, very feminine, romantic details. I just love how this space turned out, and I could spend like honestly all day in here. Okay, so I've got 2 more spaces to show you, but on the way upstairs, just wanted to quickly give you a peek at our entryway. I love the light fixture, and I love that we painted the front door blue, just add some character. I would love to find some art for this space eventually. I just haven't found the right piece at the right price point. This is not our forever home, but I did always say if I could ever build or custom create our forever home, as you can see, this lovely package just sitting right here. Just being a content creator and living in 2024, I get so many packages, and it would be so nice to build a separate like package receiving and unboxing room like right off the front entry. So maybe one day I'll be able to do that, and then we won't have to look at ugly packages. But I love this like little space right here as well with the florals. I do change them out seasonally, so it's a fun place to get creative and really make a statement as guests enter the home. But yeah, let's go ahead and head upstairs. I added this carpet runner to our stairs about a year ago now, and I'm so glad I did. It's so cushy and soft because there's padding underneath, and I feel like it just really softens up the staircase, and I would love to add those little brass rods eventually. Just haven't prioritized that project quite yet. Okay, we have made our way to the primary bedroom. I absolutely love this space. I wanted it to feel very elegant and not too feminine, but just very like Parisian chic, elegant, and cozy. So I added layers onto our bedding to kind of achieve that really luxurious, cozy, and elegant feel. And then this chandelier I've had for many years from Restoration Hardware. It's definitely special, and it's been through many moves and has held up amazing. So I love that. Another small detail in this room that really makes the space feel put together and elegant was swapping out again the air conditioning vents for these more custom looking, pretty designed ones, and it just really is like the little things that make a difference. So I will link that in the description box because it was just an Amazon find. And then we do have the Anthropologie very large, I don't even know what size it is, but floor standing mirror, and I should honestly do more try-ons up here. I don't know why I don't. Actually, take that back. I do know why I don't. It's because I have this ugly black TV here that I really want to get rid of, but we just haven't prioritized it. We would love to get another Samsung frame TV like the one in the living room so that it looks like art, and actually mount it on the wall so it clears up some space here. And I feel like if we were to do that, then maybe I'd spend some more time up here filming. So let me know in the comments if you think we should swap that TV out, and if you want to see more try-ons and things filmed up in our primary bedroom and other spaces of our house as well. I do want to talk about this rug because you're never gonna believe that it was from Walmart. It was such a good price point, and I get so many compliments when people see our bedroom. They want to know where this rug is from because it's the perfect neutral color, and we've had it for 3 years and it's held up so nicely. It's actually from the My Texas Home collection, and I love the pattern. It's not super busy. I did have a lot of pattern going on in our throw pillows, and I just didn't want to be overboard with like a colorful rug. So it just is really calming and neutral, and it's really soft too. Like, it's really squishy. It's kind of like raised, and yeah, I love it, and everybody loves it when they come over. So this is kind of like my getting ready space in the morning. This is where I do my makeup. I'd love to hear from you in the comments if you have to sit or if you stand to do your makeup. But for me personally, like, I love sitting. So I had to create a little space since there was not room in our bathroom for a sit down vanity. And I love this space. I have some artwork that I created a long time ago framed. And then I also framed me on our wedding day. And it's just like a really sweet space just for me to help start my day out on the right foot. Okay, can we talk about these drapes for a minute? Because these are the Amazon drapes that you can customize, and they are so affordable for custom drapes with pinch pleats at the top. I have never seen a more affordable version, and we really love them. They are lined with a blackout lining, so it does get pretty dark in here in the evening as well, and I just love the look. This bathroom is also one of my favorite spaces in the entire house. We sourced the chandelier again from Le Chateau in Atlanta. It is from Europe, and it's a vintage antique chandelier that they restored, and the detailing on it is just like so beautiful. I love unwinding and taking baths in this big freestanding soaking tub. It was a must-have for me when we were building this house. I said I have to have a freestanding tub. Just like so much gorgeous natural lighting in here. It is beautiful, and in the springtime when these trees start to come back to life outside my window, they're full of like white puffy flowers, and it just feels like you're in heaven up here. It's truly incredible. I also found these cafe curtains on Etsy. They were a really reasonable price point, so I will link them in the description box. And then we found the curtain hardware rods and the ring clips on Amazon. So let's talk about the rugs in this bathroom. So this is my vanity area, and I wanted to go with a rug that looked more like a rug and not a bath mat to really make a statement and just kind of like add a bit of pattern, because it's very like bright and white in here. So I found these on Ruggable, and I love them because they are machine washable, and they are also super comfortable because I went with the padded option underneath the rug, and it's just so great. I just think that it adds some character and some color and pattern to an otherwise very bright white and airy space. But every morning when I'm doing my hair and brushing my teeth and putting my jewelry on, I get to see this gorgeous chandelier that I worked so hard to find and to be able to afford. And so I love that so much. It puts me in a very happy mood. And it's just, again, like the lighting in here is so beautiful. And then I found this jewelry box at Target. I love it. I do have a place in my closet that stores most of my jewelry, but the pieces that I'm wearing regularly, I do like to store out here just for ease of use. So I'll probably switch it out seasonally and as I do get more new pieces in. But it comes as a drawer set of 2, so I just stacked 2 on top of each other, so I'd have a total of 4 drawers. And I really like how it's sectioned off for earrings and rings and bracelets, and then you have an open drawer on the bottom so you can fit more of those like statement pieces and necklaces. And also I love our Wheezy towels. I love that you can add a monogram to them. So I have these towels on our counter, and then also I have the bath mat for the tub, and then I have that monogrammed with the light green color and the blue perimeter, and I just think it goes perfectly in the space. Okay, and then a couple things I found on Amazon that I love in our shower is gonna be these little hooks right here. So they hold our towels and they just slip right over the top of your shower glass. And so we can hold 2 towels on here. We like to rotate our towels. And if you go inside the shower, we also have these self-adhesive hooks. So you don't have to drill into your tile, and it holds our loofah, my razor, and then the shower squeegee as well. So those are like must-haves, and like it doesn't look cheap. Here's my husband's vanity, and can we just like give him a hard time for how many more products he has than I have? Like, good Lord, he tries to be organized and he's really good for a guy, to be honest, but I mean, like, when you look at mine and it all matches and it's aesthetically pleasing and like perfectly laid out and like minimal, and then you come over to his, it's like, what just happened over here? But anyways, we won't focus on that. We will focus on this adorable little toilet room. I found this shade. People always think that it's custom. I found it on Pottery Barn and it fits perfect. So if you have standard window sizes, you can probably get away with this same thing, and it's really easy to operate. You just like pull down on it and it will go down, and then you kind of give it a tug, pull it out a little bit, and then it will go back up. So there's no like hardware or anything impeding with your view. It's so pretty, and it was the perfect blue and white to coordinate with the rest of the house. And then I love this rug that I found on Anthro because it's scalloped and blue and white, very grand millennial and affordable. And also I found this gorgeous toilet paper holder on Anthro as well. It's got these butterflies, and it stores 2 additional rolls of toilet paper. Actually, I think you can fit a 3rd one, but then it kind of covers up that little butterfly. So it's gorgeous. And then also something we did that made a big difference was we swapped out the toilet flush lever to a brass one that I found on Amazon. I'll put that link in the description box. And it just like really tied in all of the other brass details and made the toilet look a little bit more like custom and expensive than what it really is. And we do have our heated toilet seat up here as well. It's summertime, so we just have it on low, but in the winter, it's so nice to turn that heat all the way up. And then I did find this little lamp at Target, and it's so cute because it has like coastal vibes with the woven material, and then also that elegance with the brass. And how cute. It's like this little thing that you pull on, and that's how you turn it off and on. I was able to use that there because we do have an outlet because we have the heated toilet seat. And then I just found this art at HomeGoods. And then I did actually find this trash can at Target as well. I love that it's a woven material, again tying in with the lamp and some of the coastal elements in the bathroom. And then to store my feminine products, I also found like a little woven basket, and so that works out great. And I just love this space. Okay, so now you've seen some of our house. I would love to hear from you in the comments which room was your favorite. And I do have a few more rooms that I haven't shown you guys. So if you're interested in seeing those rooms of the house, please let me know in the comments below. And if you did enjoy the video today, make sure you give it a thumbs up so I know you enjoy content like this and I can create more of it for you. But I've had so much fun taking you around my house today. I hope you enjoyed it and loved everything that you saw. And I will look forward to seeing you again next Sunday with some more girly videos.